We're going live. This is a live broadcast. Machiwa. And we are ready to commence thy perception. Nakoye. We are beginning. We are preparing, bringing together this energy, this code. Hachima. How you doing, Leo? Good to see you, brother, in chat. You guys, this is going to be interesting. I welcome you to this video about psychic skills. You could say psychic abilities, psychic powers, same thing. And with psychic abilities, you're able to perceive, sense, beyond normal physical senses, right? So what they say, extrasensory perception, okay? The sixth sense, and some people will call, and also, you know, this is just basically paranormal activity. And I want to explain some of these concepts so that you will realize really what we're talking about, because there is some confusion and some misunderstanding in our scientific communities, in our religion communities, and information and agendas. They have their own, you know, you would say, false creeds. And most people on the planet are following these false creeds of science or religion from a polarized perspective. And as a spiritual being, a spiritual person who's activating your chakra centers, which is activating your psychic skills, because there's many types of psychic abilities. You could simply do a Google search and say, list of psychic abilities. And so when you talk to someone and they say that they're psychic, well, okay, which ability? Because it doesn't mean you, and this also, for those who aren't psychic or don't know about this stuff, it doesn't mean that you know all psychic abilities. If you're psychic, you know maybe one or two or a few. It's something that you perceive on an individual basis. But as we explain here on Christos Avatar, we talk about how it's related to the chakra. And this is your psychic abilities. This is your DNA. This is your, you would say, the dimension of reality, different dimensions of reality, and also the different races, the different aspects of yourself. So when you talk about psychic abilities, yes, we're also talking about spiritual ideas and concepts, because that gets into, wow, topics like what is the real reality. So if you're trying to understand spirits or psychic abilities from a science, a polarized science, or a polarized religion, because we don't represent religion here, this is spiritual, there's a difference, and I can talk about that if you want, but these are dogma. Both of them are dogma. Both of them are polarized. This says God doesn't exist. This says God does exist, but this is what God is. It's confusing if you don't have some of this, you would say, insider. When you're part of these guardian races, part of these indigo children, starseeds, and we show distinctly on this channel on my website, I show you what these concepts are. I break them all down. So we start with the hologram diagram, and then we start understanding kind of like the big picture, and then we can zoom into the little aspects like psychic powers. Okay, now you would say some people interested, searching for psychic powers. That's how you found me, maybe. Well, you're not coming from that spiritual perspective, and that's okay. We're going to do both perspectives. Kind of like, just from my point of view, I'm just telling you that this is actually the main central point of view, the spiritual point of view, is from, man, not just a galactic, but not just a universal, but a cosmic perspective. So we're not limited to a heaven and a earth and only a hell. What's that? Only 3 different levels of reality? Well, there's more, many more. And it doesn't have to do with good and bad. I mean, this is spiritual science, physics. How's my holy ones doing in chat? Yeah, let me say hello to everybody. We got Leo, one of my moderators. Soul in the house, welcome. Starseed, how you doing, Soul? We got an actual coconut. TWU, baby. Yeah, I feel you, brother, sister. All of you holy ones, thank you for being here, representing your sector of the galaxy. Are you this Pleiadian, Sirian, Arcturian, Orion, Andromedan? Come on, baby. Achiwa, Vega, Avion, come on, Arcturus, Achipa, Alcyon, Nibiru. Everlasting's in the house. Thank you for being here. And we're talking about psychic skills. What skills you got, Vato? Spiritual Vato? Because you are learning about these chakra. It's important to know, because when you learn about psychic abilities, baby, well, you have to learn about chakra. That's a funny word because it's not English. If you're English, it sounds weird. And at first, you know, most people are saying chakra. Now, when you know the person is saying chakra, you know they're new, but that's okay. It's chakra, like choo-choo, chakra, not shh. Like, be quiet, shh. No, not chakra. So, you learn about your chakra, Vato, spiritual Vato, and you learn about it, that it's like a vortex of energy. It's like going around and around, down, we get dizzy, and then it's like, oh man, activating your superpowers. When you activate your powers, your chakra, because most of them are closed, that's closed to most humans. They only have these ones down here. Yeah, that one and that one and that one. Ew. Brown, dirty consciousness. Because when you mix red chakra with orange, with yellow, brown, yucky. So we don't want yucky consciousness. We want green ray consciousness, blue ray consciousness, or indigo, baby. Yeah. Because you want psychic powers, well, you got to work on this spiritual journey, this growth. Hey, maybe you have psychic powers and you're not spiritual. Well, honey, you were before. You had to be before to work up to 4th, 5th, 6th. Your soul has worked up over thousands of years, millions of years. Remember, Tara is a lot more farther in the future than us. And these beings are more advanced than us. I welcome you to my live, Vatos, because we're awakening our third eye. We are remembering our psychic powers. Initiating. I am activating. You activate your psychic powers. Turn them on. And no, we're not talking about mind power. Yeah, that's something else. That's something, but not this. Realize that there's mind power, which is only here. Solar plexus. Oh, you have mind power. Impressive. Not really. This is the level. Think of that as the vertical. That's pretty low. Out of 15. Humans are only working on 12, so we'll stick with 12 for now. 12. It's out of 12, you're on 3. So we are growing. We are expanding. Because that's how you get bigger and better. You expand. You actually are trying to change. Wow. You mean like, I don't want to change. I don't want to change. Some people don't want to change. Yeah, they need motivation, stimulation. Yeah, you need stimulation. Stick to something up somewhere, get them to get up and stimulated. We are psychic beings activating these powers, these perceptions. So, psychic powers means you are able to do things outside of normal physics. So it becomes something like supernatural or paranormal activity or something going on. No, it's not supernatural, it's natural. These are natural, baby. This natural, supernatural. No, it's natural. It's normal, it's natural to have psychic powers. And if you find yourself, if most humans find themselves not psychic, well, you got distorted, honey. But you just reverse the distortion. Reverse the mutation. So it goes back to its original self. Maybe you became a werewolf and you wanted to take that part off. You go back to your original self. Before you became a hybrid. What's that? So we're psychic, and we're activating our chakras so we can become more psychic. Because don't just stay in one place. You can become more if you realize now, at least through these teachings and similar teachings out there, that there's different realities that you go through, that all of us go through. All people, all beings, all animals, all creatures go through a process of evolution. And it's happening to us as a collective. Like when I say we, I mean me and my soul family, you and your soul family. That whole soul family and my whole soul family, we're incarnating at different times. Yeah. We're like outside of time and space, outside of the time continuums, traveling through the time cycles, portals, stargates, spaceships, or Merkaba light vehicle. Okay, they have their technologies. Those Anunnaki, those Draconian, those insectoids, those beetle people, those creatures and things, and so do the light. The light has their Machiwa Merkaba, Machikasi. Open it up. You don't need a security alarm. You don't need a doorway. You're just there now, man. Kaimatsita. Raise your consciousness. Develop your psychic skills, vatos. There's incentive, right, to go a spiritual journey. Because it's through a spiritual journey, change and transformation. That's what a spiritual journey is. You're not going to be the same. Man, just last night, let me give you a little story. Just last night, I watched a video of myself from probably only 4 years ago. And oh my gosh, dude. I see my lower self. That's my lower self, my previous former self, because I've grown beyond that. Self. Transformed. A spiritual journey transforms you, baby. You go through it's not comfortable, babes, because you like this world and now you're suffering. Wow, it's not fun. Physical, emotional, and mental, spiritual. It's all kinds of suffering going on there. So we don't want to suffer. And medicine and pharmaceuticals haven't been helping. So maybe try something else. Go towards the spiritual. So now people are into a spiritual awakening. Oh, people want to learn psychic powers. A new type of human, not the same. And it goes beyond mind power. Mind power gets you so far. Or you become a master in memory and memorize stuff like no problem. or you can know all people's names. You know how to super read. You know how to answer quizzes, and you're good at math, or all kinds of skills. Okay, that's cool. That's right here, honey. Your starseed, your indigo, you're coming in with literally other world, other dimension. That's what that is. That's a fourth dimension. And humans are in third dimension. So your consciousness is fourth dimension because you're from fourth dimension or higher. Because if you're sixth dimension, that means you're also 5 and 4. So that's why I'd be specific. 4, because you're from 4, the astral. Part of you is in the astral. In the future, but now too. This is today, and this is the future, vibrating at the same time. This one's faster than this one. And there's one above this one that's going faster. I can't do that. But you know what I'm saying? Each dimension is phased out because you don't see it. Where is it? I don't see the fourth dimension. Because it's beyond your perception, your vibration. You sped your vibration up. Change the speed of your consciousness. I mean, if you want to talk science, then like brainwaves. You know in science that different brainwave speeds are different states of consciousness. Theta is like sleep. Delta, deep sleep. It's beta, alpha. Alpha would be like going into sleep. Most people are trying to get to theta. I mean, delta is like unconscious. Yeah, what can you do when you can't? So there's a way to get to the subconscious, unconscious. Become a master of consciousness and a master of energy, baby. Oh, you'll have all the psychic skills you want, by the way. Because as you expand up in this Templar, this is your identity levels, consciousness levels. So if you do become actual, real third eye activated, well, it is a spiritual experience to start seeing, whoa, hearing, feeling beings from other realities. And then suddenly have memories or visions. Visions are visions from what? A memory. In your DNA. You're having memories, you're having dreams, you're having experiences. What are those? Those are coming from your DNA. It's a record, and at sleep, you access your record, your DNA at night, and experience it as a spirit, psychic being, having a human experience. You're a spirit. Let me say that again. You're a spirit having a human experience. So, psychic powers, no problem, honey. That's your nature. You are energy. You are conscious. Yes? You're super... There was an interruption in my broadcast. I get this BS. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they're watching broadcast TV, so I don't know. Anyways, we're cool. It just, starts to, what do you call... Like, there's a delay. They'll use a delay to catch up. But here we are, guys, learning about psychic skills. Now, one thing you got to realize, for one, if you're not born with a psychic ability, that doesn't mean you can't learn it. You can't train it. You can't develop it. It's in your anatomy. And we're talking about energy anatomy. We're talking about subtle energy anatomy. Because you, as a psychic person, go on a spiritual path, right? If you're on a spiritual path, you're learning these spiritual centers. You're learning what these do, how to get to them, how to do something to them. Like balance, maybe, like actually activate it. Kind of like you're putting some batteries on a dead battery on someone else who needs a car jump, battery car jump. You say, hey man, can you give me a jump? Okay, well, give him a jump. Give him a jolt. Give him some, what is that? That, honey, is spirit. That is energy. Energy is spirit. Energy is consciousness. Consciousness is energy. That means everything is made of consciousness. That means everything is alive. Everything is made of energy. Everything is alive. Everything is made here in the hologram from consciousness of ascended masters. All of you are ascended masters, dude. That doesn't change the fact that somehow, some way, you have fallen down to the third dimension and don't remember some things and have some blocks in your DNA, including that important one you want to use. You would want to have this opened, even if a little bit. You want to open it. Remember, you can open it a little, a half. You want to open the whole chakra. It's a circular vortex that it's like a wormhole that comes out. Oh, you think of a cone. Think of an oil cone. You know, you pour oil into your car, like this, like a tempest, like a hurricane, like a twister. That's what do you think that is generating? Freaking power. That is power. This is a spinning vortex that creates an anomaly all the way down your vertical, they call like prana tube. It's a tube where the prana comes from the top and the bottom to feed from the planetary system, from the stellar system, from the universal system, to the cosmic system, to God. That's where life force is coming from. The rest of it is like not God. Everything else is not God, but life force energy, honey, that gets you got a piece of God, piece of what? A piece of they call it the elixir of life. They want immortality. You drink from this. We're not getting that. We're not getting it. Galactic Quarantine has a lot of there's a lot of things that mean that. That means a lot of things. I mean, that means you're also not just cut off from seeing a lot of aliens, but you're cut off from the energy, dude. Damn, I was like, whoa. You're cut off from the life force energy I just mentioned. You're not getting it in Earth. Earth is a dying system. It's not an ascension planet anymore. This is why a lot of humans, remember, there's 7.7 billion humans. That's almost 8 billion someday, right? So, almost 8 billion. And there's only a few that are going into a spiritual path of like ascension, a spiritual ascension path. Going into leaving this reality and going to another reality. So psychic powers, that's another thing that they do. You're opening this, and now you can travel there. The fourth dimension. So when you die, unfortunately you have to die to ascend. You die, and then you come alive, you ascend. Well, you don't come alive. You never died. That's just a misnomer. I mean, people believe in death, so you talk about death. So you say the word death, but nothing dies. It transforms. Your energy was inside this body. This body expired for whatever reason. The energy just left it. The body. Just like people talk about out-of-body experience. Well, you are always already out of body. It's just a vehicle, man. Made of consciousness, has a DNA template, but it was manifest from consciousness. Consciousness goes into what's called a fetal integration. Goes into the little embryo. You know, it's a process. So we're a spirit going into the DNA and indwelling this body, moving in it. This gets destroyed, you don't. The body falls, everyone else in the 3D world sees the body is gone. But the consciousness that's your identity. So to understand these psychic powers, it's your higher identities. And these are higher energies. Anything higher than 3D is much, 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 much more powerful. fourth dimensional current, fifth dimensional current, sixth dimensional current. We don't have that, but we have some. We've had 5D current come in before into the 3D, and that was with the rod and the staff, not from the Bible perspective, but from the guardian perspective. These were real things, but they had fifth dimensional current part of their technology. That's why they were so freaking powerful. So parting some water was no problem. And I talk about that in my other older videos on my channel where I wasn't that very good yet, but I mean, I wasn't good at production yet. You'll probably put you to sleep some of my oldest videos, but they're still good. I mean, for material, for information. Anyways, we are in this psychic journey, and it's also a spiritual journey. You go up in this, you go up in psychic powers. It's not like spiritual people are trying to just go get psychic powers. No, spiritual people are not putting that as their main spiritual goal in life. That's like a side job, a side hobby. So, be careful. I'm still recuperating from a pulled back, but we like to say now we're in a strong back, strong healthy back, strong healthy back, strong healthy back. Counter your negative comments, your negative thoughts. Fix them, edit them, redo them. Bend down, push up your butt back, and then stand up from your heels. Did you get that? Pivot down, butt. Okay. And I'll reverse that. Sorry, but it's a big deal, guys. I was hurt for this is day number 6, so I feel better. I feel the best so far. The best day, I mean. Not 100%, but getting close to 91%. Almost there. Still a vulnerability in that flesh. So we have to take our consciousness. Sorry, I gotta rub my eye. We take our consciousness and put it places. You can practice this in your spare time. I got my long hair in my face, sorry. In your spare time, you want to develop psychic skills? Well, part of that, baby, is going into a quiet place. Literally. It has to be quiet. No distraction. It has to be comfortable. I mean, it doesn't must be. I'm just saying, ultimately, the quieter, the darker lighting, basically to have it pitch black. Sometimes I went into a closet and then put something along the door bottom and just make sure the room was all dark too, and then it was pitch black. Wear eye mask and put in earplugs, not those crappy ass foam ones, man. Get rubber professional sound counseling earplugs. This is not foam. It's pay up to $10 for an earplug, so it's gonna be the real deal. So what you're doing is shutting off your senses. If you could buy one of those, flotation tanks, they're called flotation tank. Go look that up. That's that was in. I'm thinking of a movie that had it. It was called Fringe, and it was a cool movie because it's about different realities that this characters experience. That there's a parallel. It's about a parallel universe. So there's a doppelganger of yourself. It's like this. It's like this movie. But anyways, the doctor uses this machine sometimes called a flotation tank, and there's water in there, and you go in there maybe with hardly any clothes, and it's probably room temperature water, so you don't feel it. So you're just floating. That's why it's called a flotation tank. You're floating. but not drowning. It's a tank, it's a technology. And you can't hear nothing, you don't see nothing, and you're just floating. You lose your senses. And all this time that you didn't believe in these other worlds and other realities, well, go into this, shut your senses off safely through techniques like this. I'm not saying dangerous stuff. So you guys will realize it yourself. It's not a belief. It's not a faith. It's a knowing. It's an experience. Psychic abilities, psychic powers, perceptions, they enable you to see supernatural and paranormal activity. You are able to, even if you're not aware and know how these things are happening. How did I have a lucid dream? How did I see a UFO? How did I, go out of my body? Some of you have been out of your body, and it's freaking amazing, dude. The most profound thing in my entire life was when I went out of my body. The most profound thing, the number one thing in my whole life. The most powerful, oh my great God type of thunderbolt lightning or something, man. Maybe that wasn't just being out of my body. I don't know what that was. I was just pure consciousness. Suddenly I came back into my body. It only lasted a moment, but it was like real, dude. It was so freaking supernatural and amazing feeling that I knew it was greater than this reality. And that if some of you out there can open these centers, have them open at birth, start experiencing this crazy stuff. It's not crazy. It's normal, not supernatural. It's normal. But not normal here. Not Earth does not have these chakra. People, humans are down here. Haven't you talked to people? Talk to normal people who not interested, don't care, maybe even will attack you because your beliefs in spiritual worlds and spiritual life. They think you're dumb or stupid or crazy or blasphemy or you're gonna go to hell or some stuff. Love, such love, right? Oh, that's love? No, it's not love. You know what it is. So we go and start to say, I want psychic skills. I want psychic skills. What do I do? Wow, I'm glad you asked. Let me say hello to my peeps, and then we're gonna get lit. If three separate people, put the flame in chat. Let's see the fire. Let's get lit. Let's show me. You're getting lit? Let's see you get lit. Makaya, Masuta, I'll show you. What's up? Hey, one of the ways to have psychic skills is to do something that boosts them for a little while. I still gotta be careful with my back, for real. I can't be, taking some crazy dance like things right now. Oh yeah, baby. Shit. Oh, I just put fire in chat, man. I put fire in chat, so you know it's fire time, man. You get all excited, you get pumped up, and the current runs strong. Understand? Yes, I do. Now I know what maximum is. The maximum is 200 characters, so I fit a lot of fire in there. Because realize, let's say you're sitting at your house all casual, just normal vibe, normal brain activity, and then you take this medicine, you have this medicine in your hand, maybe it's rolled up in paper, or maybe it's in a pipe, you take the medicine, whoa man, you're like opening extraterrestrial DNA. I'm not gonna say all the way, but it just opened and you're not used to opening that. You haven't developed that awareness. So, like those kids who like to play on Ouija board, you don't know what the F you're doing, honey. You have no framework for what these energies, these beings are. And you don't even realize all the, possibility. Like this being could be, you think a spirit or a demon or angel. Most people only think about demons and angels. No, honey. There's more than draconians, dragons, dracon, reptilians, reptiles, lizards, serpents. And there's more than just Amakaya. Opachi. Angels. Okay, that's one race out of many. Whatever that sacred book said, or that sacred book, or that belief system, or that practice, understand dimensions of reality, you'll understand psychic powers, baby. Down here, your psychic powers are taste, seeing, smelling, feeling, ooh, and which one did I forget? Seeing? So, there's more. Much, much more. Okay, let's check it out. Together, like on the screen, man. Give me 3 seconds. Okay. We go to Google and we go to search list of psychic abilities or powers. I don't know which one's better. There's a choice. Well, Wikipedia, you guys know Wikipedia's false creed, right? I mean, they're going to give out some data, but they're also going to be part of a false creed as well. Anyways, we'll learn something here. Astral projection, mental projection, automatic writing. I was just talking about that in one of my videos. By location, I've experienced these 3 so far. Dermal optical perception. I never heard of that. Something to do with your skin. Divination, of course. I've tried things with crystals. Also black mirrors and stuff. Dowsing, I've had those copper rods, dowsing rods. Dream telepathy. I've definitely had some freaking awesome experiences in my dreams. Most of you indigo children and starseeds will experience some active dream stuff. You're going to have crazy dreams. More than most people who only have their three freaking chakra. They're not in the astral yet because they don't have the chakra. Levitation? No, I can't say. I don't know. Sometimes you're in altered states. Who knows? I skipped ergokinesis. Influence the movement of energy. Oh, it's like move electricity. Interesting. Petrification? Mediumship. I've experienced this. Petrification. What a trip. Prophecy. I've had a few of those experiences in my life. Psychic surgery? Nope. I haven't held that. Psychokinesis? I can't say that I have. Psychometry? I believe I have. I've messed around with that. Pyrokinesis? No. I wish. RDDHI. Buddhist meditation, I guess. Shape-shifting. Whoa. Sometimes you could say. I think if you have ever have a chance to have a chance, I don't mean the chance, if you've ever experienced other spirits and you felt them, seen them, or whatever, they can, some of those can shapeshift. I have had experiences with shapeshifters, and mostly it's in dreams, but still. Clairvoyance, for sure. That's my main perception, my main ability. Precognition, that's another one about the future. Remote viewing, not really, but I've wanted to learn. I was trying to learn. I haven't had time to learn. Telepathy is no. That's more advanced. I have had what you call clairaudience, but not straight up telepathy. So I'm on my way to some of these higher abilities, and so are some of you. And this is just a very, 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 very small list of psychic powers. Let me put the camera back on. And I just use that reference real quick because we're all familiar with it, and that's a good starting point, but don't hold that as your only source, because they're known to be, obviously, must be aware. They have some dark shit going on. Otherwise, we appreciate some of their things they've done or do. So, I wonder if I got bit by a mosquito or something, because my foot... Anyways, sorry. Yeah, we'll get lit. We'll get lit, man. So what that does is, as I'm doing this live on YouTube, I'll go get lit real quick, come back in, and I'll be more, literally, my psychic abilities will be enhanced. And to a point, I can even feel the current in almost all my chakras, including my feet. I don't mean all my higher chakras. I mean, I felt up to... It's hard to say if I've experienced 9th-dimensional, but I know I felt 8th-dimensional, which is metagalactic core. And this chakra, thymus gland, or also the thyroid gland. And also, this is gold. Damn! Oh, that's so weird when I do that. But you can feel that energy. And especially if you're like a light worker or someone who's learning healing with handwork. A lot of people are learning Reiki nowadays. You know it's Japanese. And you know yoga's from the East. You guys have sexualized yoga, and now it's all about just having beautiful bodies. No, it's not. There's actual spiritual concepts behind this. Just saying. Anyways, we're activating our chakra so we can have psychic skills. More psychic skills. You can go through your life and learn several different psychic skills. You put that as your intention. You start off as an intention. You start collecting crystals. Start working with crystals. Here's a beautiful rhodonite, powerful stone. These are heavy, heavy crystal. Like this crystal ball is definitely heavier than my quartz. And rhodonite's a very powerful stone. And when you're working with crystals, I recommend spheres, crystal balls. Not just crystal balls aren't limited to just the see-through ones. You have these, like this is a crystal ball. It radiates in 360, not pointing towards one direction. No, it goes in all. But it's going to be around here in my aura. And also right there on my hand chakra, which I work with too. I feel it. I feel this. Now this is you wanting to learn psychic skills. You start with energy stuff, like energy balls, energy bowls. Get used to hearing energy, working with energy, thinking about energy. You are an energy being. You're a spirit being, spiritual. You're a spiritual being. You're a spirit trying to work with your media. Your form factor is spirit. You're spirit, and you're gonna work with spirit. You're gonna run current, which is energy, which is consciousness, which is spirit. You're gonna run energy, life force energy from God, source. It's coming from a source. It came all the way down through the matrix, all the way down the densities and dimensions to feed the Merkabas of stars, suns, and universal systems. Feeds all the star systems, universes, galaxies, different dimensions, and feeds all the life on the planet. Because the planet is receiving that current and then feeding you, but we're dying. It's not natural to die. We're dying because of our DNA distortions from these naughty, negative extraterrestrials. And maybe you just wanted to hear stuff about being psychic skills, but it's all related, honey. You learn about psychic powers, you learn about spiritual concepts to develop psychic powers, like chakra and energy. Wow, all that energy talk is weird to me. I don't know what that means. So we learn about what that means. We become mature about it, and keep practicing. And like, I kept working with an amethyst man until I felt my third eye. Every day, I put an amethyst over my third eye. This is a gateway to psychic skills. You get psychic skills on each level. Keep going, you're gonna be keep on going. You're gonna be teleporting, levitating, walking through portals on a planet or stargates. You'll be seeing UFOs and aliens and have contact with them. And you might have dark beings after your ass because you are a threat to them and their plans. You're created to be guarding against their forces and agendas. We're meant to protect the gates. We were created to protect these gates against these creatures who are on our asses. And the planet's chakra, psychic powers, multidimensional energies, the planet's grid. Okay, we're learning what it is to be a guardian, to be a light worker, to be one with light and love, and working for that, defending, guarding your guardian. So guard, because there's the spiritual war. Just like if it's red dawn and it's raining enemies in from the sky, you better prepare yourself against these beings, extraterrestrials, multidimensionals. And while you're trying to open these power centers, you're also gonna open, probably open ability to see other beings that aren't friendly. That's why you will have to learn about the spiritual war, so you can learn how to do psychic defense. Not all of this are ETs. Some of them are just simple, like witches or negative psychics, dark people who are learning like Sith Lord type of shit, who are trying to harm people, hurt people. We're not about that. That's why, because of them, for example, because of criminals, we have to have justice. We have to have security. We have to have officers of law. We have to have a law. Because of these creatures. But then it gets corrupted, and that's because of these creatures again. They corrupt. That's why they're called fallen angelics. Because they are angels. They went through angels. They went through archangels. They are angels beyond angel. So are we, all the way up to the 11th dimension. We're learning these here at Christos Avatar. Please sign up. You want to learn more about psychic skills, psychic powers, opening your psychic centers, activating your DNA all the way up to not just 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay? Red chakra, first psychic center, red, near your butt. Near your genitals is the second chakra, that's orange. This solar plexus, yellow, green ray, blue ray, indigo ray, violet ray, gold ray, silver ray, dark blue ray, dark silver ray, pure white ray, pure white Christar. I am Christar. I am Christar. I am Christar. Your 12th dimensional consciousness. Christar, Holy One. But you can go farther into that pale turquoise, 13th dimensional Elohai, the creator beings called Elohai. These are the highest level of our time matrix, the highest level beings, the highest level spiritual consciousness. So that's probably your best one to pray to. If you're going to pray to some consciousness, it's your level of Elohai. You are connected to, this is a collective, not an individual boy god, girl god. It's a conscious collective of a race that exists as antimatter, spherical suns, stellar stars, you could say. It's hard to explain antimatter. It's thermoplasm. It's hard just to explain with these liquid light beings. But I have something to. I felt my back. I gotta be careful. I don't want to do what I did yesterday, or not yesterday, the day before. I laid down on my live. I had no choice. Let me catch up on my comments and then I'll get lit. I need to get up. If my back needs to get up and do child pose, yoga position. And we're going to learn more about these psychic abilities. And I'm not going to talk your ear off about the spiritual stuff, but realize a lot of this stuff is connected, and you will learn more. You're going to see a lot of BS out there, how to get. Most of these kids or people aren't even psychic. They're just posers. And if you truly are psychic, you see it as spiritual experience, man. It's undeniable. Not this little ghost apparition crap. I'm talking about clairvoyant visions of these beings that are freaking obviously much greater level than us. Like freaking, you don't call them gods, but they're like, you don't see them that way. I don't see them that way. You're not worshiping, that's the default creed. We talk about that stuff. We talk about the darkness of religion and the darkness of certain concepts, certain creeds. Like we think it's good, but no, it's not good to have guilt and, fear. That's the worst one you could do. It's kind of like you learn about an alkaline diet and you learn that, there's acidic foods and that there's 10 times acidic food level. Then there's the level that's 100 times acidic foods. And then there's 1,000 acidic food level. And there's a 10,000 acidic level. Most people eat 10,000 level in half that, Most people eating beyond fruits, eating vegetables and all that. It's an alkaline system. So I was making that analogy because we're just stuck in the worst part, the most lowest level, man. Aim higher. You need to aim higher. This is a dark world. It's fallen. It's cut off from this. We're trying to rescue and do a project here. We're trying to get these humans to develop their strands of DNA, man. We got all these beings coming in to distort our DNA. I had someone talk to me about Lisa Renee, and like I told you, I just said that I made the disclaimer. I haven't studied her. I saw her like literally like 7, 8 years ago, her original work, and back then she was guardian. What she's now, I don't know. I just wanted to say that because part of me was not sure, because she's talking about some stuff I'm not sure about now. Something about a male, like a father spirit, or in divine feminine. Those are polarized concepts, but maybe, and she's talking about maybe something I haven't learned yet. So I did, but even if I still want to say that in public, hey, she's definitely got some concepts of the guardians, but all of it, I don't know. Just saying. I just wanted to say. I will still recommend her because she has something called the Ascension Glossary. And then that glossary is basically Ashana concepts. But she'll change it around. And then over the years, I mean, come on, she's been around since the early 2000s. So Lisa Renee has had a lot to grow on her own and expound and connect. So that's why I just wanted to. I'm not sure about that father mother stuff. That sounds like a cult. That sounds like shamanic. But like I said, it could be representative. I don't know. Just saying. I love you. Amakaya. And I haven't seen Ashana say anything like from her, like, change. I've seen people try to attack her teachings. They can't do shit. The information speaks for itself, and mostly the concepts just probably just expose people's beliefs, their truth that they hold so dear. I was raised Christian since a little boy, man. But did I stay one? No. I have nothing against Christ or Jesus. I really don't. We actually, part of the name of this channel is Christ. Christos. So, obviously, we talk about Jesus here too, just not from a religion perspective, and we talk and compare side by side so you can see and decide for yourself. Remember, we're law of one. We're not judging. We're simply providing this context that you didn't have before. So now you can't have a choice, a second opinion. Let me show you what that is. And now look at what God is. Is God fear? We learned that's like one of the worst things you could do in your energies. The worst thing you can do if you're trying to manifest something. Having this fear, you're like in the red chakra, the lowest consciousness. And that's God? No. Remember, opposite. Remember, polarized. Remember, false creed. I feel this current coming through. It watch you. So let me get lit, and then it'll be really strong. It might get spiritual, or it just might get just really akuchiwas. So you come to the real deal, guys, and I come from a spiritual background, but I want to teach you some psychic powers. So, and we know, first you learn what it is. What are spirits? What is this energy, really? So before, while I'm going to get lit, I hope you do too, I'll show you this energy that's coming from God. Everything has a source. And you can visualize that. And they all have the same source. That implies something, it came from something. You come from, you are, you never left God. I am God, I am sovereign, I am free. Now you realize the spiritual journey and these spiritual centers, you will definitely have psychic powers, guys. No, it happens automatically. Like when you ascend, it's like a light switch. Let's say you did all your chakra work for ascension to go to the next spiritual level, the next dimension, which is a physical thing and an energy thing, because it's another density matter. So it's a physical thing, too. So we go into that new ascended level. Now we're higher. We left this. This is a process. You leave places. You go to other places. This is temporary. And those other levels are ancient. You're there and here. Now. Past lives, present, and future lives are all happening. Here's past, here's now, faster than that, and here's your future, faster, faster. You're here, and there, aren't you? You're in all those places now. Your past life is happening now at the same time as this life, as the same time as your future life. So the interesting thing is, when you're there, and you know how to use this, you know how to travel back and forth through time. But it's not such a big deal to these beings. It's normal, not supernatural, not paranormal activity. It is normal, and you're going to go back to normal. We fell to something that's broken and distorted and mutated. So it's not like you're improving. You're going back to what you were before this DNA mutation. And there is a DNA mutation on the planet that affects all life, including humans. So I still call it the human DNA mutation, but realize it's all life on Earth DNA mutation. But that's a long, It's all beings. Little animals, little squirrels, little bugs, potato bug, they wrap themselves in a ball. That's God. But I'm just saying that God, a piece of God, a little potato bug, a little bunny rabbit, they have a DNA mutation too. Everything dies. Because we are cut off from this energy, man. The planet is cut off, so the life is cut off. We're in not a good place. You want to go back to normal reality, not this shit. This is not living. This is not life. You want to ascend to the real reality, a higher reality. It's all part of the hologram, but the higher ones are better. You want to go from the little cockroach infested one room dwelling, and then you want to go into a giant castle mansion, 30 rooms, man. Just saying, which one do you want to do? Okay? Get out of war and hunger and death and perversion and sickness and disease. Or do you want to go back to immortality? You like mortal life. You like recycling, reincarnating, or do you want to maybe leave? Go! Stop this cycle! Reincarnation is not your friend. You want to leave this. When you die, you want to ascend. You don't want to die and rinse and repeat. And remember that you don't remember. Remember that you lose memory. You come in here, you don't know who you are. You don't know that you're this consciousness having a human experience. You don't remember that you have this self and that self and that self and that self. That you have a soul, that you have an oversoul, that you have an avatar. That you're an ascended master. You don't know this shit. You're cut off from source. We're in this dying world where you're incarnating. It is not good. Reincarnation is bad. Stop reincarnating by activating your heart chakra. Yeah, that means you're going to have love and humanity, and you don't judge because we're all on the same ascended master level. We just forgot that part. But you work on the spirituality and truth. That's your next evolution. Okay? So now you activated this, and you activated this, and now you die. Now you will ascend. It doesn't have to happen in a planetary level. More than likely, it is happening on an individual level. This person's incarnating, this person's ascending, that person's ascending. Oh, and that person, that person's ascending. Dang. Who else? There's not many of us ascending. Out of 7.7 billion, there's not many of us. I want to go to 4D, 5D, not 4D. That's inner Earth. I want to go to 5D. You want to go to 5D. Let's go. Be love and humanity and be spirit and truth. Can you do that? Practice love, humanity, spirit, truth. Practice blue ray, green ray, green ray, blue ray, green ray, blue ray. Anything else is overkill. It doesn't hurt to have more chakra. Obviously, you're going to have 7th dimensional current consciousness. Do you want, because you're just focused on the third eye. There's more. By the way, that doesn't mean third level. That just means 1, 2, 3 eye. But it's actually the 6th level. This is 1, your butt. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't really touch it. It makes me feel uncomfortable. 8, 9, 10. That's overkill. You only need these. You only need these. You already got this. You need to balance it too, but you gotta get this. It's a vortex. It spins a certain way, not the opposite way, the right way. If you're looking this at yourself, imagine I'm sitting here, but I'm over there looking at myself. I am there looking at myself, and that's clockwise. So that clockwise to you is counterclockwise from looking that way. Looking this way, it's clockwise. Looking that way is counterclockwise. It matters what direction. Because if you're going the opposite direction, that's Antichrist. Against Christos. Against perpetual, immortal, divine life, energy, consciousness. They don't want that. They want the death. They want you to keep on reincarnating. They want you to keep on suffering down here and forgetting every single time. Forget. Oh, baby. Go through hell again. Forget. Go through hell again. Forget. You're just going through hell and forgetting. You're in suffering and misery and forgetting because you're stuck here. You got stuck here. You're stuck in reincarnation. Reincarnation means you're in a loop. You're in a loop. Break, stop. Stop. Learn meditation. Learn visualization, imagination. Work with light, color, sound, and symbol code. Imagine a 6-pointed star. It's a Merkaba. That's what a Merkaba is. That's what a star tetrahedron is. You have 15, man. Well, humans have 12. 12. You have 12 of these vortexes, Merkabas. You've got a whole bunch of them. Not just the third eye, not just the heart, not just the throat. This is what you call Templar. That's the original, that is the true meaning of what is Templar, not Knights Templar. We're talking about this Templar. It's divine. It's the keys to the kingdom, honey. So, you want some psychic powers? Okay. Go on a spiritual journey. Become Christed in your energy. That's what consciousness, that's a consciousness. Jesus was also a Christed one. Some of us indigo are also Christed ones. We were 12D. We are 12D. We fell to earth. We want to go back to our original self. Thank you for being here, guys. What's up? Give me 5. Indigo child. Give me 5-star seed. I see you. It's gonna be on fire. So stay tuned. It only takes me about 90 seconds. I'm gonna go get lit and come back. And then for 30 minutes, okay? After that, 30 minutes. So hang around for 30 more minutes, and we're gonna learn from a high level perspective for a few minutes. I feel it in my back, my spine. I feel it in the back of my head. I feel it down the chakra, my heart. You'll feel it in your feet. And me personally, it's usually my left foot the strongest. That means I need to balance more on this side. But I still have current coming through, baby. And I feel the crown, but most people think that's the highest level. It's not. Remember, I just showed you all the chakra. I showed you 15 chakra. And that's only on particle earth. You got parallel earth. You got 15 on that side. That's 30 chakra right there. And then you go into the ascended master levels, that's more DNA. Honey, you're pretty powerful. Thank you for being here on Christos Avatar. One day that's going to be a brand name, and you were here. Yeah. This is a cool indigo community, too. Check out chat. You're in chat. Check it out, baby. Whoa. See ya. Yeah. We are the empaths. We are the psychics. We're the indigo. We're the blue, green ray, blue ray, indigo ray, violet ray, Quachiwa, gold ray. We're silver ray. We're dark blue ray. I'm dark silver ray. 3 feet. No, 1.5 feet. This is 6 inches. 1.5 feet. No. Yeah. Right? Wait, is that too far? 1.5 feet? It's 1.5 feet? The 14th chakra is 3 feet above your head. Now that's outside your bodies. And you have aspects outside your body, holy ones. Those are such profound psychic abilities. There's nothing to relate to. For us, what would be the most powerful ability? To be able to instantaneously disappear and reappear anywhere, or to be able to instantaneously manifest something, object in your, like, just because of your spiritual will. Just have something appear in front of your hand. Be able to create a planet, to be able to create a galaxy. Okay, that's pretty powerful, right? Well, keep going with that imagination. Keep exercising memory and memorizing a journey. Create an imagination story and imagine that you have psychic powers and abilities. You want psychic powers? Well, imagine them first. Think about them all the time. Dwell on them. Learn about them. Practice them. Always on your mind. Guess what? Eventually your mind, your consciousness, your spirit is going to manifest it to you. That is you. This is your game character. It's called a Tauran. This is your Tauran experiencing the earth experience. Experiencing the incarnations, the death cycles, and all that crap. You know, when you're immortal, and let's say you're on the 4th dimension, now you're immortal. Well, you don't have to die to ascend. in that scenario, you're just transmuting, turning into light and fusing into the next body. You're like, wow, man. Shit. More. So we're putting this diagram up and I'm gonna get lit. Psychic powers, vato locos. I want to learn levitation. You think there's some people in the Tibetan mountains that don't know how to levitate? Cool, yeah. These are earth people with only 3 chakra. Their butt chakra, and their genital crotch chakra, and their mind. They're just in their butt and their chakra. They're just in survival and sex. And their ego, their egotistical mind, they're just in the mind, the sex, and survival, mind, sex, survival. You have mind, sex, and survival conversations, mind, sex, and survival type of relationships, mind and sex and survival type of imaginations, that's all. Oh, also you have a mortal, dying body, and you just keep repeating. Not a fun place. Machiwa. You want to be in an immortal body and stop dying and be in these higher energies, for goodness sakes. The heart, the truth, and the clairvoyance. And remember, those are just little chakra. You still got more. You got oversouls. You got avatars. Christed mind, Buddhic mind, Nirvanic mind. You got rishis, solar beings, the 3 flames. Blue flame, gold flame, violet flame. And 12th dimension, you got your perfect divine body blueprint. It doesn't matter how much you screw up down here, you're going to always have your divine blueprint. You will always have a perfect body, saved for you, can't be corrupted. Nothing isn't corrupted beyond 11.5. Nothing is, only darkness only goes up to 11.5. After 12th dimension, there is nothing dark anymore. You're Christed. You are able to, what does that mean, Christed? That means you're able now with 12 dimensions of consciousness, which is this. You have all these races in you. This is why you're called a 12 tribe, because there's 12 beings that we live through. Here's first chakra, the butt chakra in Hyperborea, Lemuria. Lemurians are the genital chakra. You're probably, anyways. Atlantean, mind, ego, mind. Oh, love, heart, humanity. Oh, truth, spiritual worlds, not just physical stuff. But no, you're going into higher realms, higher realms. Okay? Machiwa, you're Christed at this when you have all your tribes awakened. All of this awakened. Not just this little drama. Wait, what the hell was that? My program got minimized. Sorry. Not just this drama, not just this one, but all of it, man. God. Life force energy starts with Kundalini, life force, goes to Kirashe, goes to Maharata, and finally the lowly level is Kundalini. From 9th dimension down, you have Kundalini, but not after 9th dimension, not after archangel level. So I'm gonna put it right here. Go get lit, and we'll continue on with psychic skills, psychic battles. These are your keys to the kingdom, man. Get more than just 3 for crying out loud. You're crippled in your DNA. Look at this. You're crippled. You just got a stub for your 4th strand. Aryans ain't doing shit. You ain't getting your job done. This is this big deal, you guys. This is why 7.7 billion people aren't a 7. I mean, I would, at least 7 billion are fallen. It's an estimation. Because this is not happening. They're blocked. So you can't, the only way to get beyond the DNA block is getting your 5th strand. This is your 5th strand. You want to look like this. You want to have your, not just your butt and your sex. Shit. Oh man. But, or the mind. You want to go more. You want to exist in these higher levels. And this is 5D, baby. This is what all the New Agers are talking about. 5D. But they definitely don't understand it from this perspective. They have no idea, really, what is 5D. They don't even know what it's called. Most people think the soul is something that you have inside your body. No, we're incarnates. That means we're in some system where we die, and everything dies. But to us, oh, it's normal. No, honey, it's not. Look, out of the entire system, you're the only ones dying. You're the ones with the mortal bodies made of carbon matter. So, all right. Medicine is good. Medicine is strong. That's what I'm just trying to say. The medicine is strong. There's your world. There's your universe, almost, for humans. 12 strand. I will be back. Give me 90 seconds. You guys can get lit too. Roll some rawhide, honey. Roll some rawhide. Yeah. Here I go. Thank you. I'll be right back. Alright, guys. Alright, sorry. I'm like messed up for a second. I mean, trying to shut the door and turn the mic on. Let me put the camera back on. Yeah. What's up? I love you, man. Feeling good. Blow my nose, okay? Just 9 seconds. I feel good. Kristen 96 Suarez. Laziness. I do feel happy. Oh, laziness, sorry. Laziness, sorry. I'm this old guy with bad eyesight and sucky eyeglasses. Miss Horror's in the house. There we go, Valerian. Good job. Good wave. Candice Sagiwa. I will see. Prepare yourselves, Papa. Yeah, you say it. Life Monique, of course, is in the house. From Tara 5D, Gaia 70. There we go. We got some knowledgeable people here, man. Ochuma Anatas. Citas. Awakening. Spiritual awakening. Yeah. Because what's the alternative? To stay in the same place, man. You want to go beyond. Dang, you guys are just like so much in the chat. My gosh. I had no idea. You guys are like, ooh, yeah. Okay, sorry. It's biological stuff. And isn't this the way it is in general? When you want to go into meditation, you have to like totally settle yourself down. Settle your body down. Relax it. Start to coordinate your breathing. Breathe slower. Just think of that. Breathe slower and regular. Slower and regular. And try to clear your mind. And you can close your eyes if you want. But the goal is not to fall asleep. And it helps to put the tip of your tongue at the roof of your mouth and hold a mudra. Excuse me. I use the simplest, the most common one. It's just perfectly fine. and I can truly feel the energy between these two fingertips. So what is that doing? Okay, so you try to sit up straight. You don't have to be completely serious and go into like full lotus. If you can be that, if you're young and flexible, go for it. I'm not young or flexible right now, but I want to go back in shape once I get on my own 2 feet. All my energy is going into this Christos Avatar to be successful up to 5,000 subscribers at least. Then I'll expand other stuff. It's like someone's whipping me, but I'm doing it. Kochiva. So, the only reason why I like to be, I'm sometimes just like a side effect, to be silly, but because you're suddenly with a whole bunch of energy. Because like I said, I feel it in all those different chakras I listed. Like right now, it's really strong on my heart chakra and the feet. The solar plexus is really strong. And I feel my crown. I feel my base. So I'm getting a good flow all the way through. Amachivas. I feel my sacral. Feel my ninth, my third eye, my sixth, and my ninth. So, you guys explore. You check things out. Stack things. Like me, you'll see me doing different things. Holding the crystals. You don't have to use a staff, but you can use something else like a wand or a crystal rod. More crystal. I like the staff. And then the medicine, and also there's different things you can combine together to. Why not? Why not try, like in candle magic? You would one of the things that you do is pick a certain specific color. You might even have to order it. I mean, it's not like you have all the different colors of candles. Maybe you do. I don't know. And not one in a jar. You want one that you can dress, and not dress the glass. Dress the candle wax, the effigy. So of what it represents. So you could also stack it by. You would also put a carving in it. You would put a symbol in it, or words in it. You would also do this. You'd also do that. You would put oil on the candle, magic oil, like something you prepared with essential oils. It's called a magic oil, but it's just you picking out the proper oils to put on the candle. And then you're also planning it at a certain time. A lot of effort, a lot of planning goes into it. So that's what you guys are doing on a spiritual path. You're paying attention to all these little steps. Yes. Oh my chivas. Okay. Oh my cones. I think it's important that you practice regular, daily visualization. Learn about visualization, or just, if you don't want to do that, just sit there and practice it. Get from your own ideas. Use your own ideas. You can get to a point where you can put your consciousness like a pinpoint and move that pinpoint around the room, so you're actually looking around the room. When you get used to doing visualizations, imagination, and you do it regularly, you become a different type of person. Someone who's using thought, like it's almost like you're focusing on reality or the secret of reality. And others aren't. Many people are unconscious. Like you could say unconscious as in not awakened at all. Don't even care about anything outside their physical world. They don't believe in anything out there. I mean, I find it's like, wow, how can you not believe that there's something that actually created this? Like, you don't believe that something had to create this. You don't just come from nothing. Something was created, designed. There's purpose. There's a whole purpose to life and the planet and the ecosystem, the animals, everything is got a purpose. It was a design, was consciousness, was put here on the planet. Life is just happening, man. Life comes in. Those stargates open. Machiwa. Okaya. Now they're closing. So, Vastia. You are beautiful. Thank you for being a Christos Avatar. Awaken your psychic skills, baby. Don't have this idea that you weren't born with any psychic abilities, which you probably were, but you've let them go, but you believe that you don't, right? So, well, yes, yeah. You have the potential within you. You just have to learn it. Christian, thanks, Holy One. You're so kind. Aw, thanks, Candace. You're so kind too. Yeah, you never left, and so what you do is when you develop these psychic abilities, then you perceive what you thought before was supernatural or paranormal activity. Now you see that that's the way the universe is, and that this is normal to have visions. It's normal to like feel contact or emotion for these beings, or to feel that contact or that emotion from another being. It's like undeniable. It's not a faith, it's not a hope, it's not a belief. You're witnessing your testimony, and you're part of it. You're part of it, and you're one of these spirit beings. You're just awakening. With the rest of us indigo children, we're awakening. Hi. What's up? Group hug. Team Indigo hug. What's up? We gotta lift each other up. Come on, guys. We can do this. We can do this. Yeah. We can do this. Ooh, wow. So, if you guys learn to meditate more, you could develop your psychic powers, okay? If you learn to control your negative emotions and negative thoughts, and it's not about just controlling, it's about just simply transmuting them, changing into a different person who doesn't have those thoughts. A little bit of self-improvement, personal development. You're trying to be better than what you were before. Oh, I was this, but I want to be this. You have to go through that process of knowing what you want to be. If you never imagine what you want to be, you will never turn into anything else. You will continue to be what your thoughts are now. You will never go to another idea, another reality. You don't want to go to another reality? You don't want to have a different change? You're scared? You live life with fear? Remember, that's the worst thing you can do. Don't live. Their creed is fear and guilt, subservience, blind worship. Wow. And they also put the female down here. No, honey. Female is the same level. You also got girls who think they're better than guys. Both are wrong. Or you're not supposed to say wrong. I'm gonna say it. You're wrong. Avesita. Stop it. It's so weird. Remember I told you guys my TikTok shadow ban was removed, and one of my videos got to, now it's like 23,000 or something. It's like one of the little videos I show you guys, but it hit on TikTok big time. For me, that's big time. 24,000. My highest so far is like 44,000. That's the highest video I've had on TikTok. After a while, it just putters out. But I haven't hit millions. I haven't hit over 100,000 yet. I want to do that, but it's not my main. TikTok is not my main goal anymore. But if it happens, it happens. I don't know how you can monetize TikTok, but I'm sure there's a way. But that's mostly a platform for entertainment purposes. People just want to be entertained. They don't care much about much of else. But I met people like Miss Horror because of TikTok. So I'm grateful to it, of course. Obviously, I want to keep putting videos there. So, Apachiwa. Think about all the psychic powers you could do. Think about psychic powers. Imagine them. Imagine being able to levitate balls and make them fly around your body, and you don't look around and follow them. You're able to just look and just do it by feel. And you can see with the greater vision out here. Amaka, yes. Ochimatsu. Akamachana. Oh, I'll do a follow-up video about my opinion about Lisa Renee when I learn more about her. I haven't learned enough about her. I'm still doing my own thing until I can get to a certain point, and then I can learn more, study more, research more, because I want to practice myself. I just got to get this done. I'm gonna get this done. I'm not gonna stop. I just keep going. I'm gonna keep going. I'm here. I'm gonna get to 5,000 subscribers. You watch and see, baby. I'm gonna do it. And each 1,000 is gonna happen quicker. I mean, that's slowly happening with my subscribers. Like, I get this statistic that shows me how many people have signed up in the last 30 days. So that keeps rolling. So if that speeds up, I'll see more than normal come. As right now, it's up to 369 people have subscribed in the past 30 days. I know that's still small potatoes to big channels, but I'm just saying, I'm like enjoying like even small growth. To me, it's part of consciousness to put so much energy and then to see it grow. And I don't know, someone said earlier I look happy. Well, when that happens, when I'm reaching thousands of people, oh my gosh, then I will feel I can start to relax and enjoy and just celebrate that. Make sure that whatever website or spiritual retreat I make or whatever someday, it's all going to be to help people kind of like ascend faster, kind of like an advanced level. I mean, what do you call that? A boosted ascension course, kind of something that you can do quickly, like a boot camp, ascension boot camp. Get it done fast, like military style. But we can have those type of retreats. Some type of life. When I went to that Peru trip, that was like a life-changing retreat. And it wasn't just for me. Lots of people, there was like, I don't know, I showed you guys a group picture once. And 20 of us, maybe? it was a good, nice small group, 20 to 30. So, anyways, it's fun. It's just such an awesome thing to get to see everyone's stories and so many people crying and stuff, and a life-changing thing. I took that memory, that experience with me home. Anyways, I was still transmuting. I mean, we're always transmuting. You could find yourself doing a mistake you don't want to do. You're Christed. What am I doing? You say that. You get used to transmuting. Correcting yourself is not a bad thing. You, like, what's that called? Subjective criticism? Or you give yourself some criticism so you can improve. And you stick with it. It's the people who can imagine who make big changes in the world. Because if you can't imagine, you don't use your mind to plan some type of thing to happen in the world, to manifest something into the world. How are you helping the world? I mean, remember, service to others, helping the world helps yourself. If all were serving others, you're served. Big time. Every person you know, interact with, is loving and kind and friendly. Dude, that's a badass civilization. That's a Christed consciousness civilization. Can you imagine what we're capable of? Sitas. We're a holy race, a sacred race. 12th dimensional human is an angelic human. We come from what's called an Oraphim angel, which is a hybrid partly from Seraphim angel, and this is part of the human heritage. We're connected to those high levels because of that. We're a hybrid. We have many races. That's why we're called 12 tribes. You yourself are a 12 tribe. And we're going to learn more about the tribes. Okay? Promise. Thank you for being here. And I found some guy on TikTok that's talking the Guardian material. I haven't asked him, but I'm not gonna yet. But I think he's probably Ashiana's son. But I don't know. I just think it's weird that he lives in the same city as her. It says Sarasota, Florida, and that's where Ashiana lives. Sarasota, Florida, which is one of the chakra of the planet. She's by that Stargate. She lives by that Stargate. So I want to be by the Sedona Stargate. There's a Stargate in Sedona, or near Sedona, called the Painted Desert. But there's lots of vortexes in Sedona, so you might as well say it's partly in Sedona. So we all find our calling. I know one day I want to visit Mount Shasta. Some of you want to go on a spiritual journey. I went to Peru. You can go to Peru, you can go to Ecuador, Brazil, and do these ceremonies. Spiritual thing that could change your life. Now, I can give you my guardian perspective now that I've learned more knowledge. That retreat that I went to in Peru was based on a goddess. And I'm not judging them. I'm just saying that we don't believe in gods and gods. That's these Anunnaki, which call themselves Luciferian. These are Luciferian extraterrestrials, and the lizards call themselves satanic. So, and we also got satanic reptilians telling you what's up. Oh, like we need these other world beings telling us what's up. We're Christ consciousness. Hello. You know, your little 11Ds. We're 12D, honey. Step aside, lizard. Gamashiwa. The darkness is going to be going somewhere else now. Imagine a bunch of indigos transmuting. We're just gonna transmute this shit. Yeah. You're psychic by now. You're developing your psychic perceptions. You're learning about spirits and ETs. You're learning this stuff about ascension and spiritual awakening. You feel like you're going through some changes or stages or symptoms. 5D consciousness, 5D ascension. But there's more than just 5D. Aim higher. Why settle for 5D when there's 60 and 70 and 80 and beyond? Because you are from beyond the Matrix. You're an ascended master. Miss Horror is an ascended master. Candace is an ascended master. Leo is an ascended master. Valerian is ascended master. All of you are ascended masters, man. You know, like on the computer, you have to put Control A. That means all, not just some. Just F it. Control A. All. All of us are ascended masters, but you just don't all remember. But I'm just reminding you, you're ascended master, Candace. Fabian, you're an ascended master. I know. I'm just like, I woke up out of the hologram. It's like Morpheus and Trinity trying to help Neo out of the Matrix. Wake up, fool! No. No, they're kind and gentle. Wake up. Wake up! Psh, it's not real. Wake up! This is reality. Yeah. Wow, that's a dark one. But maybe in the sequel they'll get through it. Yeah. I like those series, of course. It was actually pretty awesome movie. And powerful symbology and metaphors in there. Any people who can acknowledge other levels of reality are good in my book. Most spiritual systems don't talk about dimensions, and they definitely don't talk about stargates. And I talk about stargates here, and I also share with you some of my teacher's work, which is Ashiana Dean. So every now and then you'll get clips, just a short clip, but it's a very informative clip. And I released one today, so check that one out. It's called it's not on my TikTok or Instagram because it's longer than a minute. I can still put those on there. I'll try that, but most of my longer videos I put on either YouTube or Facebook. So check it out there. Oh my god, yeah! I'm glad I didn't have suffering with my back with you guys today. What's up, vatos? It's a small group today. You're a poet, Candace. Some of you are definitely awakening. I haven't studied her. I can't say anything about Dolores Canyon, but she seems positive and a lot of people like her. 10D is good too. You're still an avatar at 10D. 10D, 11D, and 12D. But 12D is when you become Christed. 11D battles. Yeah, those dark homies can't get very much higher, huh? Our dark homies they just want to cause suffering and pain and misery and death, and they're into that kind of horrible, sick stuff. Well, we have to guard. We guard against that stuff. We're guardians. We're peaceful, but we have to guard. Even if we don't like it, it makes you sick. You want to throw up, but you gotta man up, woman up, angel up, guardian up. Come on. You gotta be strong. You are light. You're gonna have darkness oppose you. What are you gonna do? It's about consciousness. Yeah. It's okay. I plan on making a video soon about the Anunnaki. A real video. I'm gonna try so hard to get it to like 10,000 views. I like to use 9s or 3s, so I'll say 9,999 views. It's a lot of 9s. But anyways, I will try to make a video that has 9,999 views at least. And that will be my Anunnaki video. I know I can do it. I know I can do it. I've learned a lot. It'll be under 5 minutes for sure, but it's going to be jam-packed about the Anunnaki. I'm going to look at all these other Anunnaki videos from the History Channel, from the this channel, from that channel. No, sorry. It's not focusing on Sumerian gods. Enki is a Anunnaki race. It's a hybrid, actually, Anunnaki Draconian race. They call those Anu Seraphim. Because you got Anunnaki, right? And you got reptilians, right? Or Draconians. Same thing. But if you mixed them, two gangsters, two different bad guys, then it's Anunnaki Draconian. That's what... No, it's a hybrid. And so that's what... Enki is one of these Anunnaki reptilian, but there's different kinds. So Thoth, this Egyptian god, and Enoch from the mentioned in different places and in the Bible and the book of Enoch as well. But these are Anunnaki mixed in with your Bible, because your Bible and other religions are created by these beings. Realize that they're doing this a long time ago. This is going back to the times and period of Atlantis and Lemuria. It's actually called the Atlantean conspiracy. I'm getting these little sensations in my back. I gotta be careful. I guess until I get finally healed, it's gonna give me this problem a few more days probably. I'm not even doing any special exercises until it's better. I want it to get better, and then I'm gonna make it stronger. Anyways, this video, it was like one of my main reasons of going on a spiritual path. And I know it was kind of a selfish reason, but hey, it got me going in the right direction. I wanted to learn psychic powers. I wasn't spiritual yet, but I wanted to learn about it, and I did. Now what I learned and what I'm just trying to pass on to you, you're going to find out it's connected to a spiritual perspective. It has to do with other worlds of reality and other types of beings in those realities. That it's very confusing because we have so much distortion down here because of these ETs giving you these false creeds as your holy knowledge, and apparently also you have all these rules to follow now, punishable by eternal death. I mean, not death, eternal suffering. Horrific, supposedly. The period of revelations, God's destruction of the world. Wow, such a great God. Amachiwa, sorry. I know you know now what is false creed, what is anger and wrath and stuff, bad stuff, like causing even if the Egyptians were bad, they, Creator, God, gave them free will, just like you have free will. Machiwa. Oh, I created you. Now I'm gonna punish you for. I gave you free will, but now I'm gonna punish you for using free will, huh? Does that make sense to you? No. Think about it. Your Creator creates you, and then is gonna hurt you for. It's like, think about it. You bought a pet, or you created a kid, and it doesn't behave like you want it. Now you want to hurt it. You created humans, God created humans, and now he's going to harm you and hurt you if you don't believe in him. Oh, he's so angry, he's going to make you live in torture forever. I call bullshit. Sorry, God is, first of all, outside of hell, earth, and heaven. There's much more greater levels of reality, and God is not one of these creatures. God is the consciousness outside of all you would say density matter beings, outside of all beings, even ascended masters. It's outside of all. It's not a he or a she, it's an it. It's a consciousness, the most powerful, the most expanded consciousness. And we can literally connect to that if we get our shit together. I mean, you can even connect to angels and archangels, which are ETs. I showed you on that diagram. You connect to these beings, they're you in the future. You see a spirit guide, it's probably not another being, it's you. These are your, remember, everything's happening in the space. Right here, everything's a hologram. Everything is happening in the same space at different particle spin and rotation speed. So they don't bump into each other because they're out of sync with each other purposely. They're at a specific set frequency bandwidth, and you're existing in the third one, the third bandwidth speed. And I showed you, demonstrated there's many faster speeds than us, greater than us. We're 3, they're 12 up to 15. If you take that, kind of like the education system, there's 12 grades. Well, that's angelic human. You finished high school, you finished, but you know, there's more than high school, right? Machiwa. Gaya vasitas, machichikewa, ama apache, apachichiwa, omoko ona. I couldn't believe it. Like, there's a huge interest in Atlantis compared to an interest in Lemuria. I looked up Lemuria, I'm like, there's very few people looking that up. Okay. But I want to make a Lemuria video. I've made one in my long series of Egyptian videos, but I want to make a better short videos. Concentrate it down. Make it worth your while. I love you guys. I remember I said about 30 minutes, so I'll let you go for now. But you guys are going to come again, right? Because we don't just talk about psychic skills and supernatural paranormal activity, which I've shown you those little creatures flying around my room. On the camera, I use my cell phone. You can catch them, the little spirit orbs. They were going and moving alive and conscious, going through the bed, going through the wall, coming out of my window from the outside in, going from my door to the hallway, through the door. There was a portal that opened suddenly in front of me, and then there was literally thousands of these orbs, and I caught it in camera. When I say portal, like an energy center, because it's not normal to suddenly out of nowhere have a whole massive group of them. I've never seen that anywhere on the internet. Now, there's only one person I've seen that have a whole bunch of orbs, but I've never seen a whole mass group coming out of one small space in my floor, like within a few feet, and it happened 3 times. Same piece of the floor. 3 times there was a whole giant group of orbs shooting out of the floor for 30 seconds. No joke, no exaggeration. It's on camera, honey. You tell me what the hell that is. You tell me. Yeah, baby. What's up? Yeah. I'll get some videos of that stuff, and I'll put it in my software, baby. You guys are badasses, man. We're just like hanging out and just talking about deep shit. It's fun. Yeah. Come on, David, stop moving. I can't move that far back. Come on. No, I feel so weird when I don't get a short video done. I have no short video again today. Sorry. I was making the Ashana video. It's like 4 minutes long, so the short videos take me half a day, man. Damn. But I make high quality ones, right? Don't you like my videos? I think you do. You're still here? Can I hug you? Will you hug me? Can I touch you? I mean, you know. No? I got your permission to touch you. Oh my god, yeah. Anyways, I'm just being silly, and that's okay sometimes. I can be playful. Hi. But it's just like positive vibes. It's not like some bad vibes or nothing at all. Yeah. I'm just like high in life, man. I'm like high on prana. I just get high off of prana. I eat prana. I am a lean, mean, prana-generating machine, man. I just love life force. I just consume... What? That doesn't sound good. I consume life force? I didn't say that, but it sounds like it was about to. I meant to say I consume prana. I create prana and I eat it out of nowhere. It's not nowhere, it's coming out of the unified fields. Yeah, baby, I want to drink some Russian vodka. Oh, it was my camera, man. That was my camera. I'm not gone. Let me change the battery. I want to have a proper goodbye. Not some, hey, suddenly gone out of nowhere goodbye. I'm not that kind of person. Give me a few seconds. It's coming back on. Don't get your panties in a bundle. Come on, we got this. We got this going on. In a few more seconds, holy ones. Are you holy? Well, just observe your thoughts and tell me if you're holy or not. What are your thoughts? Huh? Let me ask each one of you, what is your thoughts? Can I listen in on your thoughts? Can I use my telepathy and listen? Can I read your mind? I'm getting your permission. You know, the Raw Confederacy. Or maybe it's not. It's these Raw people. They said that they need your permission to read your mind. No, that's not what they said. They said you're part of God, and so are they. So they're not doing anything wrong. They can read your mind. These beings are reading your mind. You think it's not proper etiquette, but they do. You're not alone. Isn't that creepy? higher beings can read your mind? No. That's mine. My own space. I don't want nobody reading minds. Use your psychic powers to block them. Like Doctor Strange. Go through a portal and fight those guys. Your psychic dark empaths, dark psychics, dark avatars, dark lords. You must have probably dark oversouls. If you have dark avatars, then you have dark oversouls, and then dark souls, and then dark incarnates. You're one of those dark incarnates, huh? No, I am a Christed one. Jesus rocks. Jesus is a Christ star. So are you! Ha ha ha. You're 12D avatar or not? Make up your mind. Are you Christ star or not? Are you the pure white star or not? Or just maybe you're just yellow ray. Oh wow, nice, not nice. You don't even want to be hanging around yellow rays. No, I'm joking. That wasn't very loving. Yellow rays need love too. Literally. Yellow rays need love. It's not very far. Come on, walk to love. Walk to caring about humanity. You're a people person. You like people genuinely, not an act, not affronting like you like them. No, it has to be real. You have to be sincere, not fake, not act. No, for real. Like, you look into someone's eyes. How could you lie? Just be real, honest. You know? Tell them what's really up. Show your true self. This is what you get. This is me. You know? Don't like cover it up, distort it, trick, Photoshop it. Show. This is me. You like? You know? It doesn't matter. You're not doing it for someone else. Maybe you're lonely, but you know, you can get a cat, a little kitten. Or if you don't like cats, then get a little reptile, a tarantula or scorpion or something. Or one of those little, I don't know, I think they're called Ewoks or something. Get one of those. I heard they're homebred or you know, they've been potty trained. I hope, you know, because they don't wear no clothes really, do they? They just kind of like, I don't know, it's like covered up. They don't shave. Yeah. Anyways, it's been like, I don't know, it's been peaceful. I'm in peace, and I'm flying in the universe. I hope you are too, brother and sister. I hope your consciousness is like, wow, like coming like this great understanding, this great love. I hope it's becoming this great brilliance, majesty. I believe in you. I know you can find your better self. Be your better version. It's in your DNA. You like the X-Men movies and all that superhero stuff? Well, you have superhero stuff. Supernatural, paranormal, You are the supernatural. You are paranormal. You're an starseed, honey. You're an indigo child. And you rock. You could say you're royalty. Yeah. You've been in all of these history lines alongside the dark races. You were coming in to guard. Sometimes light wins. Sometimes you lose. One time, the dark ones got inside inner earth and got into the crystalline temples, the crystal city temples. The size of these crystals from another planet called Sirius B were brought by the blue human people, the Magi, indigo. So now they brought the crystals to Earth and were used in Atlantis. They were used to weaponize to try to hurt the Lemurians. Nice Atlanteans. No, not nice. These are very bad. Bad. You know, you get angry at your little dog and you start rolling up the magazine to scare it to death. You're not going to actually hit it, but you're going through the motions. People are crazy, man. They got these little psychotic issues they take on their pets. You don't think someone's watching? Something, some energy, some consciousness witness you. It's not like you, once you're in Vegas and everything happens, stays in Vegas. No. You're not judged either and stand in some long line and get reviewed. Do you get reviewed? Do you have to get permission to ascend or go somewhere out better? And what if you don't agree with your circumstances? Can you complain and get a different life? Like you go to Walmart and just you want something else. I changed my mind. You don't need a reason to say, I don't give a shit, I don't want it. Just say that. They have to give you your money. I love you guys. Sorry, we're having fun. We're having too much fun, right? Yeah? No? I'm having fun. I'm happy, dude. Yeah. It's called high-vibing. I'm high-vibing. I'm like Obi-Wan Kenobi, man. I'm gonna bust the rhymes. I'm gonna be this Tupac master, Pachiwa, rapper, poet, Shivastuma, Kaya. I am. Yeah. You guys have yourself a beautiful evening, okay? Please. Peace, starseeds. Hope you have a wonderful evening, indigo children, indigo adults. Learn some stuff. Practice some moves. Practice some breath work. Practice some, I don't know, starseed sex. Naughty. Don't judge, honey. We're law of one. We don't judge. We're flexible. We're multi. I don't know. We'll be with anyone that wants to have love. Love. The Love Boat. And Fantasy Island. Sorry guys, I love you. Hope you practice your psychic powers. Practice your psychic skills. Open your chakra and have psychic powers. Become a Jedi Knight. Jedi Knight Templar. Yeah. That sounds cool, but is that good though? A negative Dark Templar? But you're gonna be a Jedi for sure, aren't you? Luke Skywalker. You a Skywalker? Or you a Sith Lord? Naughty one. Spank your ass. Have yourself a good evening, guys. Namaste. Peace. Love yourself. Love others. Even if they hate you, love them. Shout out to love everywhere. Just give it. Smother people. Lather them with love. Yeah. Bye. 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 I want to do something. Think of a number between 1 and 99. Okay, you chose number 54. I'm good. Yeah. Okay, guys. Peace. I love you. If you really feel called, if the universe, if the cosmos is calling you to donate to Thavian, Holy Ones, thank you so much for the small gift of $5. If the universe is calling you to help your brother Davian, it's calling you. Yeah, bro. But seriously, guys, the small gift of $5 adds up. Your $5, Starseed Sister. Your $5, Holy Brother. We're doing it. It's gonna happen. We're getting her done. Now, I can do this alone. It'll just take longer. But a few group of Vato Locos are gonna help out, man. It's gonna go faster. Namaste. Meditate. Evolve. Expand. Get better. Peace. Shit. You're probably going, huh? Is this guy gonna ever stop